Oh,
Hello.
we're here in this spooky room, full of blood and dead family members, and whoever this is.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either. It could be anyone. All right. Well, I guess we're back for another episode. How's everyone doing today? How you doing, Felix? Having a good old what the?
I'm having.
Oh, they're moving.
Grand old time. Where are they coming from?
No, they were the statues. They came to life.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they like tried to murder me in my sleep. That was
fitting.
horrifying. Yeah, bastards. All right. Well, anyway. Yeah, so we're having another go at the DOOMinekos today. We haven't tried this level yet, so hopefully we'll get pretty far. But
maybe we'll even finish a level.
Maybe we will. I highly doubt that, but we might.
We can try.
Yep. But yeah, I've been having a good old week over the past little time, watching lots of shows, which is fun.
Oh my goodness.
I found that because I'm like working full time, when I get home, I'm like, man, I'd love to play a video game, or I could just like watch some Netflix, or some Crunchyroll or something. So I've been watching some shows.
I feel like this is the natural progression everyone goes through in their lives.
It is. Unfortunately, I've become an old man. I only have time for my shows and my sitcoms. But yeah, so I start off with I watched season 3 of Attack on Titan, which I suppose we probably shouldn't spoil too much, although it has been out for a little while. But it was a damn good season. I was kind of on the fence after season 2, but I really enjoyed the third one. There's a lot of like political intrigue, which I really like. That's not something that was as present in the first 2 seasons, but I had a really good time with that. And the other show, do you watch seasonal anime at all, Felix?
Do I watch what?
Seasonal anime.
Seasonal anime?
Do you know what I mean by seasonal anime?
They're like the big ones that kind of top the charts for each season?
Seasonal anime just means if you watch seasonal anime, it means you watch it as it comes out.
Right.
That's just all that means when I say seasonal anime.
So it's the fashion that's in.
Yeah.
That sense of
seasonal.
So
I don't watch seasonal anime. I binge everything once it's all released.
Right.
However, I accidentally hecked that up. I've been watching The Promised Neverland. Are you familiar with the show at all?
Absolutely not.
We will give mild spoiler warning for the premise of The Promised Neverland, so like skip some minutes ahead or something if you don't know what it is. But basically, it's about a bunch of orphans and they're having a good old time and they have a lovely mother who cares for them and dotes upon them. And then it turns out that they're all being raised as cattle to be eaten by demons. And that's the show. And it was really great. We follow these like 6 to 12-year-old kids trying to outwit the system and like break out of this orphanage that's like designed to pen them in. And it's the hot new stuff for this season.
It sounds like a very thinly veiled commentary on a variety of things.
Yes. Well, actually, I think Peter tried to like push something, or they're like, they even have like little tags on them, like the animals do. Some more spoilers. But yeah, like...
Wait, hold on. Peter's trying to push against the show that's...
No, they're like, this is clearly critiquing, like, the treatment of animals.
Right,
in like, they're free-range chickens, but they're actually suffering, and that sort of stuff.
I see, yeah, I can follow that logic. I was a little confused.
Just that's, like, a real thing that they're doing, so you were spot on. But it's a good show, it's a good time, although they do that thing at the end of, like, episodic series, like, at the end of every episode, they're like, what if this horrible thing happens? And then it never does, because that's just how it be. Was I supposed to do something? No! Go away! Go away! Oh, come on! No! What is happening? Leave me alone! But yeah, so I've been watching that, and it's been a good time. It's all about little kids fighting back against the power.
I assume we're getting to that teleporter.
I think so. I think what I was supposed to do was like ride that thing down. I don't know that this is gonna like work otherwise. But you know what?
That seems a bit out of the spirit of things.
Well, I don't know what else to do. Can you see anything else?
Just go on the teleporter. Just do it.
Alright.
Go on it.
Oh! Oh, it's fine.
See, totally
Alright, we're good. I thought there might have been a trick there. But yeah, we've been shunted back over to the other side. Oh, have you been watching any shows recently you'd like to talk about?
No, I've been working on a lot of shows.
I mean, same.
We've got our show, we've got Higurashi, we've got DOOMineko, we've got the couple of shows I'm working on professionally.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of shows I'm volunteering on. Like, I'm a busy boy.
We've all been pretty busy, which is, like, nice, but also, like, the worst.
The one show that I did manage to squeeze in between last DOOMineko and now is I caught up entirely on Rooster Teeth's Bernie vlog.
What?
from 2017.
Why are you watching them, Felix? Come on
I don't know.
now.
I just like I stumbled upon the last episode like months ago. In fact, it might have even been when it first came out, so like over a year ago now. But like, I was really impressed by the last episode of that vlog.
Right.
And
okay,
it turns out that the last episode was completely unlike the rest of the vlog, but I was still kind of baited into watching it by that last episode.
Well, it's fun to see kind of how it got to that point, right?
Yeah. And I think that it's one of these things where, like, a lot of my friends and myself kind of came up with Rooster Teeth content around kind of the season 6 to 11 of Red vs. Blue.
Right, yeah.
And, like, a lot of, you know, I guess, staple moments from the company's history happened while we were, like, really engaged with it. So it was really fun to kind of, like, I guess, reconnect in a way with them via that vlog.
That's cool.
Especially from, like, the top-down perspective of the Chief Creative Officer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I have been watching a lot of Rooster Teeth. The main thing I've been watching with him is Ruby, and that's only occasionally. Well, I mean, I'm up to date right now. It's going alright, which I appreciate. They, been pretty up and down with Ruby, but I'm really appreciating how Season 6 is going.
Yeah. Teleport's behind you, dude.
I know. I'm checking the place around.
Oh, because we got invincibility.
Because I've got, well, yeah, there's multiples, so I assume there's going to be more than just this. So let me just have a little peek. What the?
That's an arrow, my friend.
I know. It's a secret! Maybe. Probably not. It's something. Let's investigate.
We'll find out.
Yeah. They also have that new show. It is a secret. They also have that new show, Genlock?
Yes.
You been watching that?
I watched the first episode, and I'm kind of waiting for the end of the show to finish it.
Right. No. I mean, I'm planning on just watching it all at once. Probably on Crunchyroll, honestly. I don't really have any plans on watching anytime soon.
It's a show.
It's good, though?
I wasn't disappointed by the first episode, but I also wasn't super impressed.
Okay, sure.
I would like it to be a really good show because I think a more Western style mecha could be really fun.
But is it as good as Evangelion? This is a question.
I still have not seen Evangelion as much as we've talked about it.
Does it have the power to bring two loved ones together? This is the question.
But I went straight over my head. If
no,
there was a
well,
reference.
there was a reference to I met up with a friend from my high school yesterday.
Oh,
and
right.
I bought lunch for him and his fiance, and I was like, "How did you guys even meet?" And she was like, "Well, through the anime club." And I was like, "Of course," because he was giant nerds. And they told me all about how their first anime was Evangelion, which is perfect because he is a giant nerd for Evangelion. It's like his favorite thing, life-changing experience. Same sort of jam as Higurashi for me.
I see.
And beyond that, I'm gonna embarrass him completely if they ever watch this, but apparently the thing that like made her realize like this is the one. He was looking at his Opal card and he was complaining about the typography, saying that like I don't even remember what it was, but just like they're using the complete wrong font.
Listen,
it is not readable, and that was how she knew he was the one.
Dude, can you fucking have you seen the back of these Opal cards?
They're not easy to read, I know.
It's terrible.
It was great. I just love that that's the thing. That's the thing that makes you realize this is a special man that I want to spend the rest of my life with. But yeah, so I took him around Sydney yesterday.
For those of you who are unfamiliar, the Opal card is our public transport card here in Sydney.
Yes. So I can't figure out what the heck have I even done in this room? Did I get a key card? Whoa!
I guess we haven't been there. That's probably what we're missing.
I guess so.
How do we get there, though?
It's a great question. There's a teleporter in there. Maybe we have to teleport in.
Maybe?
I don't know. There's dead people.
How many teleporters were there down on the ground? Those
two.
Right?
I used both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I just have to navigate this a little bit here, a little bit. Because yeah, we're in hell right now. At the end of the last level, we dived down into the abyss, and now we are in hell. So it's gonna be the level design is gonna be a bit different, I think. How did I even get there before? Hold on. Hold your butts.
Going the long way around.
I think we have to, because we have to make this jump here.
There we go.
There we go. See? This is the thing. I have the strength to destroy witches for hours now.
For hours?
For hours. Not just seconds or minutes, but hours. About 12 hours.
I don't know. Getting back to the whole Rooster Teeth thing, we've definitely discussed a lot about how, like, you know, one of their things is they've always been big on community, but they've gotten to a point that they're so big now that community is like really difficult.
Well, they had that switch to the convention center, right? Where it used to be like, it's a community event, and they were like, now you have to like buy tickets and like there's merchandise.
I mean, you had to buy tickets even to the first thing that they did. Yeah.
But it just got way bigger.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just kind of more the fault of the size of their audience.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about that, and it's not a bad thing. It's just different.
There's a reason why we had these systems in the first place.
Yeah.
Maria's diary. Oh, that's what that's supposed to be. That's Maria's diary.
It's just kind of the generic book picture in the actual game.
What's interesting is it says you understand magic better. Is it a scythe piece? Is that what that's supposed to be? I wonder.
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, sorry.
Bernie's vlog really did kind of like, you know, I guess showed how they're still, you know, trying to do the best thing for the community in a lot of ways. They're still trying to be part of the community rather than above it. Which I think may have even been an explicit line from Bernie in the vlog. But I don't know. I think it's one of these things that if you've kind of like been turned off Rooster Teeth over the years, I'd maybe consider checking them back out again.
I definitely have. I don't know. I feel like back when I watched Rooster Teeth back then, Ruby aside, although maybe including Ruby anyway, but I feel like the humor that they have, like, it's great. Like, they have a good time, they have a good business model, that sort of thing. They really do right by the fans most of the time. But I don't know if their, like, content is something I'd be into anymore.
I agree. Like, I think their style of humor hasn't aged with their audience.
Us, yeah. Like, it's not that it hasn't aged well, it's that we are not the target audience anymore, because we're old farts now.
Yeah, I mean, and they do still have, like, older aiming content, like, I guess, Always Open.
Right.
Which is kind of their, you know, the relationship advice
Oh, yeah,
show,
I haven't seen that. Wasn't Bob doing that?
Yes, Barbara Dunkelman is the host of that show. She's a lot better these days than she used to be. I checked out one episode.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, I'm not the kind of person that watches relationship advice shows.
I mean, ladies, we're not in a relationship, I'm just saying.
I'm glad that was the takeaway you had from that, Ben.
That was what I wanted to put forward to our audience. I'm gonna leave now. You wanna take over and I'll just go make a sandwich or something.
That'd be good.
Oh no.
Alright, bye, Ben.
Alright, bye.
Well, now that he's gone, we can just get back to killing these monsters and bemoaning our general existence. Yeah. Ben, you wanna come back here? This is difficult without you.
You need me?
I need you.
Can you figure out how to kill the witches? It's not that hard.
Oh, it's not that it's difficult, it's just that it's less inspiring with you around.
Oh, I see. Alright, hold on, give me a second. Alright, I'm back.
He's back.
I'm back. I'm ready to kill some witches. There they are! There's the witches!
Hold on, you calling Rosa a witch?
Yes, she's Rosatrice. She's coming for me. It's happening.
Oh, man.
Gotta take him down. What did that button do? Is this an elevator that will kill me?
Not a clue.
I don't know either. What have you done? Been pressing buttons without me being here? You can't do that.
I find it increasingly difficult to keep track of where we are in these levels.
Well, this is a maze, so yeah.
I feel like at least in the first few videos we did of DOOMineko, I was like occasionally swapping out on the controls with you.
Yeah.
But I just don't anymore.
Nah, well, we've realized that this works a bit better, so it's alright.
I'm just bad at games.
Nah, I feel that.
I'm the think boy, not the games boy.
Saying I'm not the think boy?
Correct.
I'll be the thinkiest boy. You meanie.
I'm really excited for, on our radio show that we've discussed a bit about.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for you to be the blind one for once.
I just walked straight into a runaway.
Oh god.
Oh,
boy.
I might be screwed here.
Oh no. Oh boy. Oh god.
I need health badly.
You do need health badly.
I might go on a quick health hunt. Oh, there we go. That was easy. Eh. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the show because our first book that we did, The Three Taps.
The Three Taps by Ronald A. Noakes.
That old bloke. Yeah, we did it. There's the standard shtick is to get in the swing of things. But do you know what novel you picked next? Can we disclose that here? Is this can we premiere that information?
Should we disclose this here?
I feel like it'd be pretty cool.
We haven't even launched the show yet. I feel like it'd be a bit ahead of ourselves.
We're a bit early for that promotion.
We'll let you know that we have picked the second book, and and that you'll be familiar with some of the authors.
Shice.
And the fact that I said some of the authors will also give you another clue.
Well, this is assuming that we go through with it, but yeah, that's fine. I know what I'm gonna do here. There we go, that works. We have just enough room to go back and forth, so as long as we only have to do with one runaway at a time, we should be okay.
It's really great to see that, like, a lot of tactics in video games remain the same after all these years.
Yep. Oh, there's two now.
At least until recently, I used to be a pretty avid MMO guy.
Crap.
Mainly Guild Wars. Oofed.
Risky boys, we risky boys! Oh!
Oh boy!
Got the biscuit! Got that big biscuit risk it!
Gotta risk it for the biscuit.
I really am gonna have to find some health though. Oh my good lord. We had like so much health! What happened to it all? Run away!
How could he? How could he do this to us?
Let's just do this. Yeah, sorry, tell me, what are you thinking, my boy?
What was I thinking? I was so scared by
You were talking about our next book.
Oh, right.
We were gonna write together. We were gonna co-author it.
Yeah, it's one of these interesting challenges we have. One of these interesting challenges we have at the moment is like, you know, we're obviously still relatively fresh into the murder mystery genre. We kind of have the deep dive with whoa!
That was not what I was expecting to find. I lost my breath. I was like, I should make a funny noise here, and I just did nothing.
But
get out of here!
You know,
you're ruining the show.
We had a bit of the deep dive through DOOMineko on like what is murder mystery. But now we're trying to basically do the show as like a world tour of some good murder mysteries.
We're almost backpedaling in a sense.
Yeah.
Like we've read the like big deconstruction murder mysteries, and now we're trying to read all the murder mysteries that were being deconstructed.
Yeah,
which is fun, mind you.
We've been postmodern, and now it's time to be modern.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's be a couple of modern gals.
It's terrible.
It's great.
It's terrible.
It's great.
But like, you know, we picked Nox because we wanted to, like, I guess, introduce the audience to, like, some of the theories we're going to be working with as we try to solve it. So hopefully they can solve along with us. But, you know, we've started with Nox. Where do we trace around the world from here? Like, Nox was obviously part of, you know, the wider community in the golden age of detective fiction. But, like, do we then go straight to Van Dyne? Do we go to, like, other European authors? How do we eventually trace our way back
to Japan?
To Japan,
sure.
To inevitably sneak DOOMineko upon our radio audience?
I would love to jump on some like other European works. I mean, I want to go to like really like strange places. You know, I want to go to like South Africa and be like, is there like because we don't even have to do just detective fiction. It could be like I'm invincible, aren't I? I'm making a huge waste of this ability. But yeah, I think we should go to like places that you would normally think of as like this is where murder mystery is, and see if there's like I'm trying to think of an example, but like mythology, like ancient mythology. There's definitely some like Norse myths that are like, did Loki kill that person? Who knows? You know, stuff like that.
I really want to see if Indian murder mysteries are as absurd as Bollywood.
Yes,
I'm sure.
I heard there's dance numbers.
I'm sure there's some both ways.
Yeah,
but like, you know, he just keeps sneaking up on us.
He keeps popping up out of nowhere, Renove. What are you doing? Quit being such a nerd. Right,
like,
I'm just gonna...
you know, obviously as...
that was... I don't know what happened there. I got stuck on something.
As a couple of dudes in Sydney, Australia, our, like, limited exposure to the broader world of
everything, of culture. Yeah, no, for sure. I think that going to, like, some Eastern countries, going to, like, you know, less developed parts of the world and trying to find not necessarily like a well-structured murder mystery, but like something that is equivalent. Yeah, I think would be really interesting.
I also do wonder because like there's kind of a very morbid curiosity approach when it comes to like the existence of murder mysteries at all, right? It's a pretty morbid subject matter,
of course.
And I do wonder if that's more of like an affluent thing in general to have a morbid curiosity.
The death. Like, well, because the question is like, why would someone kill someone else, right?
Yeah.
Because most cultures, not all, but most cultures have like a strict morality like code that says you shouldn't kill people. Like that's just a bad thing. And so a big part. Good God, there's a lot of them. I killed one of them. That's pretty good. A big part of a murder mystery's point is to be like explore that. Like, why does someone kill? Would it be for money? Would it be for revenge? Would it be just because they felt like it? Is there something wrong with the person? You know?
Yeah. I'd also be interested, it's probably not going to be as much of the subject matter of the show, but I would like to see how prevalent things like true crime are in other cultures around the world.
Yeah, totally.
Because, like, true crime's pretty popular here. you know, one of the largest radio shows, well, I guess podcasts in Australia over the last year was a true crime podcast that just before the podcast was about to conclude, the dude the podcast was about ended up being arrested for the incident the podcast was about.
Right.
And
I do remember that, actually. I don't remember the incident, but I remember hearing about it, yeah.
Yeah. Like, and, you know, of course, there was the whole problem for him.
Oh, I hear you, boy.
Of if that guy could get a fair trial after being under so much public scrutiny because of his podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's the ethical quandary of discussing murders, like real-life murders. That's why we only talk about fake ones.
Exactly.
Especially as we know, all fiction is removed from real-life events, and if you want to make a game about, I don't know, the crumbling political climate of America and a bunch of terrorists, but it's not a political game, guys. There are no statements being made about terrorism, global terrorism,
I mean, then we just get back into the whole death of the author thing, where it's like, did the author intend this to be a commentary or not, regardless of how it seems?
Well, that's one of the very fun parts to discuss, of course, is like, I was actually having a discussion with someone about Ruby, funnily enough, where I was like in my head, I was like, I don't even know that the theme's like that well pronounced. I think they kind of jank. So I went onto a server and was like, hey guys, I would like to talk about Ruby with someone, like think about what kind of themes you think are important. And they were like, well, there are no themes. I was like, that doesn't make sense, because like every work of fiction, intentionally or not, is going to have like an angle that is being pushed by virtue of there being a hero with something to do and something to fight against, right? And so I didn't really like go on a big fight with this person or anything, but it kind of got me thinking about how they said, I should remember the exact wording, but it was like, I don't care about themes if they're not intentional, but I think that those are the most important themes because they reflect on the culture, like the subconscious, you know, mentality that you're going into writing a work of fiction and the culture that you come from. I think that that's like the most important sorts of themes that you can poke at. Which, you know, big brain thonk and all, but I think that when you're looking at a work, you should always be thinking, you know, what is the author trying to say, but what are they saying by accident?
I'm going to disagree with you.
You gonna disagree with me?
Not because I think you're wrong that you should, you know, be engaged with your story's themes, but because I think that they're, you know, you should allow some products to just let you switch your brain off and enjoy it for what it is at a face value.
I suppose so. I don't know. I'm
There's a ledge to your
that.
right there if you didn't see it.
A ledge to my right.
Yeah,
that one.
No, there.
Oh, here. Oh, cool. That's a secret, but
it was to your right when I first saw it.
That's right. Yeah, I know. I feel like we've pretty much cleaned this area out is the only thing. I can't think of where else we need to go. Did I pick up a key? I must have.
You have 2 keys at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't remember where the doors are.
Was it a red key or a blue key? It was a blue key, wasn't it?
You got blue and gold. Yeah,
blue gold. That's what I thought. But then I had to come back here and there are more monsters here, so I don't know what's happening here. No. I mean, it's fine. If there is a game made for entertainment and you want to like hang out with that and have a good time, I think that's fine, but I also think that there's a lot of merit to being critical. Being a critical thinker and tearing those artists' dreams apart with your bare hand.
But like, don't get me wrong, I definitely do enjoy viewing things from a critical perspective, and like, that's obviously the way I enjoy things the most, right? But I don't think that people should feel pressured to like, think more about every piece of content they watch.
Sure.
For example, the more critical thinking we give a show like the horrible, atrocious, you know, I'm not even going to say its name. There's there's a quote-unquote reality TV show on in Australia right now.
I know what you're talking about, because you're always bitching about it.
It's just terrible. And the more time of day that we give that to critical the more attention it gets, and that's a problem in my mind.
No, for sure. It doesn't deserve the time of day. No, I feel that.
Like, you could maybe see it as commentary on how degraded our society is because people are even willing to give it the time of day, but that's almost too much credit to give it in the first place.
No, for sure. Yeah. I feel you. I'm just going to check in here real quick, because I pressed that button, and I don't know what that button did is the problem. I can't find anything that it might have done. So I don't know if there's like...
Maybe it's time to cut until we find it.
Alright, let's do it.
3, 2, cut, 1.
Oh wait, is this it? Oh yeah, this is it. I found it!
Wow, look at all of these pickups we
boy! This is so fun.
Alright, there's a button, and nothing's gonna attack us.
Nothing's gonna attack me. No flying enemies, no stakes. I'd already hit it. I just want to say that for the record. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be steaks. And not the delicious kind.
I'm spooked solid.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see shit. Oh, I do see shit. Alright, let's do it.
I did not even notice that until you were halfway across the gap.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. I'm just going to leave. Go, 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 go.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, it's not a very effective weapon for this.
Wait, is this where we started?
It is.
Oh my god.
Yep. I'm going to go through here.
This is the Dark Souls of Doom 64.
Fuck.
Die now.
I thought he was dead, but he wasn't. People are supposed to die when they are killed.
You're right. They are.
I wonder if I can squeeze a Fate reference into like every episode. What is this?
We have at this point.
What's that done?
Is that not the end?
No.
Oh god.
Oh, is that the poles back in the other room? Oh wait, what's this door?
I think this was here the whole time.
It was. I just missed it. Watch out for corner doors. They exist. You know, I pressed that. I think I know what that did.
Oh, because
there was a pole back in the other room that I thought I might need to use the key card for.
Now we need to fight back there.
We do. I should have just killed them. I was a fool. That's all right. We're in a better position now, so we can just blast through them with the rocket.
Have we ever spoken about fictional positioning on this show?
No. Oh my god, how have we not? Oh, how did you want to tackle that? Because it's definitely something that we should talk about. Because it's like, it was my life. My entire life. While I was running Dungeons and Dragons and more playing in it, talking about fictional positioning.
Fictional positioning.
Is just the idea of like, because when you play a game like D&D, you know, you got like, if you want to attack someone, you roll a d20 plus your attack modifier to attack them. But if I say I sneak around behind them and I put my knife to their throat, they might say, all right, well, now I would like you to make a sneak roll, which I might be better at, that sort of thing. And so a lot of the time that I actually spend role-playing is just arguing in character to like be in a certain situation.
I think arguing is perhaps the wrong term.
No, I think it's the perfect word. I think it's the perfect word.
Maybe it's the way you do it, but I don't think it's the best way to explain how it works.
Nah, dude, definitely arguing. But no, for sure, it's discussing, it's maneuvering, it's like having a conversation. But yeah, it's this big thing in D&D, well, in role-playing, I should say, as open now. It's this big thing in role-playing games in general where if you just take the rules like at base value, it's kind of whatever, but as soon as you tie that to a story, you can finagle for advantages and like that sort of thing.
I want to say, Ben, you are stuck in sounding like a broken record.
What?
It's time you started applying fictional positioning to the other aspects of your life.
How so?
Let's consider what is that giant black void?
A boss maybe?
Let's just say, for example, you were staring into a giant black void.
Yeah.
In a video game. And
I wall it up.
You thought to yourself, well, the rules of the game don't give me a wall to barricade this up. It's just a big, empty black hole.
Okay.
Your fictional position right now, Ben, describe it to me in the terms of the game.
My fictional positioning is that I have a fuck ton of ammo, and I really like killing things, and I am rewarded for killing things.
You have no armor and sub 100 health.
You're right. But I don't know where to get any of that stuff.
It's alright, we're gonna jump into the void without it anyway.
Yeah, we're fine.
But the point is, Ben, coming up soon on either this or Higurashi, we're gonna talk about fictional positioning and how I use it to solve murder mysteries. Because I've been doing it for months and never told you.
Sounds good to me, let's go!
Next time!